Today I'd like to take a look at some promising artists on Tumblr. A brilliant photo essay, simply called Period. Oh, it's a girl lying in bed. But what's this? Has she defecated herself? No, that's menstrual blood. The next picture is of her throwing away a used pad soaked deeply in the sacred blood of her awesome womanhood. Ah, the majestic sight of blood in the toilet! So powerful, so evocative. Blood in the shower, yes, my free-spirited child. Do not let the inhibitions of this world encumber you any longer. Just feel free to bleed all over the place. Make yourself at home. And now she's got a hot water bottle on her achy reproductive organs. This poor and yet majestic creature. And then an absolutely riveting shot of bloody sheets hanging out of the washer. Or maybe that's the dryer. I don't know. All you appliances look alike to me. Sorry, that was racist. A brilliant work of genius like this, of course, deserves every ounce of the praise and adulation heaped onto it. That's why it has nearly 600,000 notes on Tumblr. But if you thought those pictures were amazing, wait until you hear the devastatingly powerful and hauntingly perfect commentary by Rupi Kaur, who was the art director for this photo series. Truly, all magnum opuses should end with boring, flat shots of a washer and dryer. In its failure to be captivating, it is captivating. In its failure to inspire, it is inspiring. It says so little, and yet... there is no and yet, actually. But forget that. Where was I? Oh yes. So, are you folks ready for this absolutely gorgeously written commentary? Not since the Bard himself has the English language been so infused with life and vitality. I'm going to read this all the way through once, and then we're going to read it again, bit by bit, so we can fully grasp its honestly terrifying brilliance.
I bleed each month to help make humankind a possibility. My womb is home to the divine, a source of life for our species, whether I choose to create or not. But very few times it is seen this way. In older civilizations, this blood was considered holy. In some, it still is. But a majority of people, societies, and communities shun this natural process. Some are more comfortable with the pornification of women, the sexualization of women, the violence and degradation of women than this. They cannot be bothered to express their disgust about all that, but will be angered and bothered by this. We menstruate and they see it as dirty, attention-seeking, sick, a burden, as if this process is less natural than breathing, as if it is not a bridge between this universe and the last, as if this process is not love, labor, life, selfless and strikingly beautiful.
Wow. I'm going to give you guys a moment to really soak that in and feel its true impact on your psyches. We will now observe a moment of silence to contemplate what we've just heard, to fully allow this provocative prose to percolate not just within our minds, but within our spirits. Oh, sorry, I actually spent the time allotted for the moment of silence yammering like a fool. So let us now praise the words of this sagacious prophet who has opened our eyes to the true depths of the feminine spirit, before which us mere men can only genuflect and hang our heads in solemn shame that we have penises.
I bleed each month to help make humankind a possibility.
What a noble decision.
My womb is home to the divine, a source of life for our species, whether I choose to create or not.
Yes, so true. The womb is not just a biological feature, it's a home to the divine. God lives not in heaven, not in the hearts and minds of all mankind, but deep inside a woman's vagina. And it's a source of life for our species, whether it's actually used that way or not.
But very few times it is seen that way. In older civilizations, this blood was considered holy. In some, it still is. But a majority of people, societies, and communities shun this natural process.
God damn it, why can't we be more like older civilizations? What's wrong with us? We should be more like the Mayans. They knew what was what.
Some are more comfortable with the pornification of women, the sexualization of women, the violence and degradation of women than this. They cannot be bothered to express their disgust about that, but will be angered and bothered by this. We menstruate and they will see it as dirty, attention-seeking, sick, a burden.
Fucking society, man. Makes me sick. What sort of evil fucking culture would rather look at this, or this, or this than this? Why would these despicable men rather look at a woman in terms of how attractive she is, when he could and should be deeply fascinated by her period blood instead?
As if this process is less natural than breathing. As if it's not a bridge between this universe and the last. As if this process is not love, labor, life, selfless and strikingly beautiful.
What a beautiful, selfless process. Earlier, I went to thank my girlfriend for her selfless decision to have periods, only to make a harrowing discovery.
How do you feel about them?
They fucking suck.
What do you mean?
They're terrible.
Why are they terrible?
Because they're disgusting and they hurt
You have
and they make me emotional.
internalized misogyny, Chelsea.
So absolute is the dominance of the patriarchy that some girls have actually been brainwashed into thinking that bleeding and cramping once a month for most of their lives is somehow an unpleasant thing. Truly sad. I'm the Amazing Atheist. Peace the fuck out. Hey guys, it's me, the Amazing Atheist. If you want to meet me and my fellow co-hosts of the Drunken Peasants podcast, we're doing a big event in Seattle at the Musicquarium this Sunday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. We'll be signing shit. We'll be drinking. You can show up. RSVP down below. The link is down there. Check it out. If you're in the Seattle area, you want to meet me, you want to meet my co-host on the Drunken Peasants podcast, except for Paul's ego, he won't be there. And I hear Mr. Repsion is coming, so if you're a Repsion fan, check that out as well.